Brenda. Hey there. Welcome to the show. This is your girl, Lotus Roche with Lotus Roche Ignites. I know you are here to ignite and take flight. So listen, folks, I want to thank you for sticking around. Let me fix my collar. Y'all know I got excited. Look, I want to thank you for sticking around and joining the show today. So go ahead and let's get right into the groove. Get your pen, get your pad, because tonight I've got a fabulous guest and she is going to share some nuggets. So get your pen and get your pad, because if you don't, you'll wish that you had. I've got a phenomenal guest here tonight, and we're going to talk about a couple of things tonight that a lot of people are asking questions about. Now, we're going to give you some answers. Tonight, we are going to be talking about what are you creating in the world? Money, mastery, and mentorship. So while you're waiting, come on in, and come in. Get around my table. That's right. Get in where you fit in, because I got room for you to get in where you fit in right around my table. So don't forget, tell a friend, tell a foe, and tell everyone you know to come on in, because it's time for what? The Lotus Roche Ignite Show. Be right back. Come on in. Hey there. We are super duper happy that you're here tonight. And I got to tell you, I've got a fabulous guest tonight with us. So let me bring her right in. Many of you have seen her. I was actually on her show about a week or so ago. She's an amazing lady. And you know, she worked me out on her show. So y'all, when you come in, let us know where you're coming in from. Get ready to really ask her some tough questions. We're not going to let her go in 20 minutes. We're going to make her work hard for the money, honey. So now that I've said that, I want you to come on in, and I want you to welcome my wonderful guest. She is here all the way from Texas. She is none other than the author, the CEO also of what? Trinity and Tulips. Welcome her to this platform, Brenda Flores Robles. Hey there, girl. What's going on? How you doing, lady?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Lotus.
All right. It's so good to see you. I'm super duper happy to have you on the show. I got to tell you, I had a fabulous time on your show about a week or so ago. It was amazing. So tell us how your day was, because I know you always busy. So how was your day? Let's talk about that first.
It was great. I woke up really early. I always start my day waking up really early, and I'm always thinking about what am I going to write today.
Mm-hmm.
So
what are you going to write?
Yeah. So I started writing a little bit more about the collaboration I'm working on, which is the lesson in me. And it's a book collaboration with women and men, because I also wanted to include men in there because their voices matter.
Mm-hmm. So it's the lesson in me?
Yes, the lesson in me, because everybody has a lesson.
So everybody, see, I told y'all she gonna make us work already. She made her show. She made me give it up. I thought the show was only going to be 30 minutes, right? She was like, no, Lotus, you're not getting off that easy. So the lesson in me, folks, hear that. Her new book is coming out, The Lesson in Me. So thank you for telling us about that in your day. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about what made you come on the show today. We're going to talk about who you are and what you do and what you bring to the world. So what inspired you to come to the show today, besides coming to make me work?
I said, I wanted to make Lotus work today. I want to inspire Lotus to ask me all these questions.
This is how she do me for real. This is how she did me on the show. She made me work, y'all. So we got to make her work today. Got to make her work. So thank you.
Seeing you, Lotus, and you always inspiring others and motivating me. And with news you can use. That's all I'm like. Every time I think of you, news you can use.
Yes. Thank you
Fabulous.
so
What you
much.
do is fabulous.
Thank you so much. So if you would, tell us a little bit more about you, because we know that you're a CEO. We know you're the CEO and owner of Trinity and Tulip. And we know that it was created on Valentine's Day. And we want to hear that story about it, because the name Tulip, where'd that come from? We want to know. So spill the tea, baby. Spill the tea.
Okay. Oh, you'll be drinking lots of it, Lotus. Okay. So how I started Trinity and Tulip was um, for a couple of weeks, me and my daughter were creating. Every day we were painting. We were painting on canvases, buckets. We would even go to the thrift stores and find objects to paint, to paint on. And we were just creating every single day. And one day on Valentine's Day, she goes, let's create some earrings. And I had an idea how to create earrings, but I really didn't know how to put it together. I just, in my mind, I just made it happen. So me and her started painting on acrylic paper. So we were painting, and that's how we began in a shape in a heart, because it was Valentine's Day.
Oh, wow.
So we painted earrings in heart-shaped for Valentine's.
Awesome. So,
and Trinity is because Trinity inspired me to make those earrings, and Tulip comes from my favorite flower. And that, I think Tulip is a classic flower. It's real sophisticated, real nice, and gentle.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So she spilled the tea. She spilled the tea with you and me. So let's look at some folks that's streaming in. Hello, Henry Wall from Washington, D.C. Good to see you. And Karen KJ Johnson from Dallas. Good to see you. She said, hello, Brenda Robles. How you doing? And greetings from Ohio. Hey there, Sean. Great to see you. We've got Angie all the way from Washington, D.C. Nita Brasure is in the house on the box from Oklahoma. Good to see you. And hey there to you again, KJ. Good to see you. Always good to have you here. One of the hostess with the mostest, of course, and on the show of Bring Who You Are. So thank you so much. So it is unequivocal that it really takes a strong person to move out of the concept of, hey, I got to work for somebody else, and I've got to kowtow, and I've got to punch a clock. And now there's nothing wrong with people that punch a clock. There's nothing wrong with that, because we all really punch a clock in our own way. But what I heard you say was that you basically took that idea and then you executed and you launched it all in one day.
One day.
All one day.
We finished at midnight.
Exactly. But this is what I know too. This is what I know.
What do you know, Lotus?
You a late night person. You a late night person, because I know that you stay up. You stay awake till like 3 o'clock in the morning, many nights, creating stuff. So tell us what inspires you to stay up that late. Because, and we've had this talk too. I stay up a lot of nights late too. But what inspired you to stay up late?
Because a lot of times I'm not done with the ideas that come to me. I always think that God brings you the ideas, and it's your time to push them out and produce them.
I like that.
I'm not done with the day, so I'm over here writing. I'm over here creating. I'm always thinking about what can I create next.
Awesome. So you're always in the flow of creation, and that takes tenacity, because if you don't have tenacity to stick with it, even after someone has told you, no, you can't do it, you'll probably say, you know what, I can do it. And then you will be right. If you say you can, and if you say you can't, you're both right in both areas. So you have tenacity, you have stick-to-itiveness to make it work. So let's get right into a couple of the things we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about money, folks, because what you said about what you did, and you created your brand, okay, of course, it had to bring you money and is bringing you money. But what made you say, you know what, I want to do a little something different to make money to leave my daughter a legacy. So let's talk about that.
Well, when you think of money, or when I think of money, I'm like, I love money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to have some money saved up. You have to have some
Yep.
money in your pocket. You have to have some money, and especially if you're single. There's no
Yes.
if you're single and healthy, there's no
Yes.
excuse why you shouldn't have money.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. You said if you what and you what, you shouldn't have no excuse. What?
If you're single and healthy,
Yes.
you should have money.
What if you married or with someone and you're healthy or not healthy? Should they still have money?
If you're healthy, yes. But because if you're together, both of y'all should be working.
I told you she was gonna work you.
If you're sick, if someone's sick in the household, obviously you're not going to make as much bringing in because one of them is sick. And I get it. But if you're single and healthy, you should be bringing in some money.
So
if not, you have to push yourself to make more money. Make as much money as you can while you can make it.
So no excuses.
Yes, no excuses. And I don't like the people that say, that's too rich for my blood. Oh, I don't want any of those people around me. I cannot handle it. I cannot handle people who say that's too rich for my money. I mean, too rich for my blood. You know what I mean? Like, let's just say you go out to eat, and the plate is $15, right? $15. You better not say, "Oh, that's too expensive."
That's too.
The first time I see you, or that's the last time I see you. That's the last time we're meeting with each other.
See, I told you. Now, I want to say this because a lot of people say that. Oh, that's too rich for my blood. I can't afford it. And see, this is one reason, folks, why we're talking about money and why it's important, because it's really a state of mind. So for this section, this is what we're sharing. So if you haven't liked, shared, and started a watch party, you need to go ahead and tell somebody to come on and understand why it's important to make money doing what you love and why it's important to be able to train others. So why is it important for people to make money doing what they love? Because obviously you have a business, you're doing what you love, but why is it important to be able to make money doing what you love? Because for me, I do what I love, so it's not really a job, if you will. Yeah. It's a passion turned into a financial overflow for me. What about you?
Because it comes down to satisfaction. It comes down to how what you do makes you feel. It's a feeling.
Yes.
And if it makes you feel good, your body naturally hustles more.
Right.
Your body naturally has the energy to keep on going, even when it's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. And I like what you said, that it does make you feel good, because you get a gratification to know that you're doing what you love, but also you're doing it for a purpose. And then that feeling inside, it's like, it's nothing else better than that. Nothing matches that. And I really like that. I'm happy that you shared that with us. I like that.
Thank you. And also, hello?
So we have blinked out. We have blinked out on the feel good. On the feel good. I guess Facebook thought we was getting ready to say some X-rated. No, we ain't saying nothing X-rated, but it does feel good. It does feel good, y'all. When you can work for yourself and do things that really matter, and that you're bringing about a change in the world. It does feel good. It's one of the greatest things that you can ever feel. So listen, folks, I see many of you, you're streaming, and if you like feeling good about what you're doing from what you love to make finances, put a number 2 in the comment block below. Put a number 2 in the comment block below if you love doing what you do to have the financial overflow in your life. And I want to say hey to Dr. Selena Pinashimo. She said tenacity, passion, and motivation. Yes, yes, yes. And Wendy, good to see you. Wendy Futrell Ford, let us know when you're coming in, and tell my friend, your husband, that I said, hey, I'm sending him a big hug, and I'm saluting him and thanking him for his service and his sacrifice. Great to see you. She says, hey, ladies. And Adrian Hayashi, good to see you, Adrian. Hayashi says, I want to have a business too and be financially free. And many people want to have a business. They want to be financially free. And I like what Angela said, your words that you said, powerful words, because it is, after all, it is a state of mind. And a lot of people have a state of lack. But I see folks, they loving what we're saying. They're loving what we're sharing. Thank you so much, Angie, Adrian, Nita Bashir, everybody that's coming in, folks from the Philippines streaming in. Hey, good to see you. Everybody wants to feel good about doing what they love in their life and about making the money, because they have to make money and they need to make money. So let me ask you this, because you and I both know we train people, help them to do what they love and to make money doing what they love. Why is it important to be able for people like you and myself and others that we know to train people how to do it and be successful? Why is that important?
Because it's important for people to see beyond what they can do. And the more experiences that people can see what they can do, the better quality their life is going to be. And it's also important to train people how to do things, because the better trained the world is, the better behaved and the better way we interact with each other become.
Yes. And I also believe that when you give someone the opportunity to train so that they can earn and never have to ask anybody else, hey, can you loan me a dime? Hey, can you buy me something to eat? It gives them the ability, and many people know this and they say, oh, this is a cliche, but if you teach a person to fish, you teach them how to fish for a lifetime. But if you give them a fish, you're only teaching them to eat for the day. So with that said, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk about mastery. Why mastering what you do is really important. Why is it really important? We want to know. We'll be right back. Welcome to the Lotus Roche Ignite Show. We are here to inspire and empower you and ignite the fire of success within you so that you can ignite and take flight in every area of your life. We are here tonight with another great show with another powerful influencer that is intended to be here just for you. All right. Fantastic. Super duper happy to be back. Well, listen, I want to take Henry's comment, because Henry said it's important that people can see what they can do powerful. So thank you so much, Henry, for that comment. And look, folks, if you've not liked, shared, and started a watch party, I double dog dare you to like, share, and start a watch party, because this is some powerful information that my wonderful friend, the CEO of what, Brenda?
Trinity and Tulip
is here tonight sharing with us. And we're going to move right into it, or back into it, shall I say, because tonight we're talking about what are you creating in the world? Money, mastery, and mentorship. Okay. This is what we're talking about tonight. So we're going to move right into mastery, because we just talked about money. So mastery, why is it important to lead the pack in our industries with specialized knowledge? Many people want to know, why is that important? So let's chop it up about that. Go ahead, Brenda.
Because you have to master your craft. In order for you to do well in your field, you have to master your craft. You have to know the ins and outs. You have to know what works, what doesn't work. And when you're in business, you will find out. There's a lot
Yes.
of things that you will find out what works and what doesn't work, and then you stay up late at night working on it, and then there'll be days where you're crying, and there'll be days you're like, oh my God, this ain't working, and there'll be days to be like, oh yes,
Yes.
right? And it's a roller coaster when you're in your business, because um, what you planned when you first got in, I mean, you can have all the plans you want, but it's not going to go the way you plan. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
And you thinking that you're going to cater to one area, but then you start having all these ideas, and then you go broader and broader and broader, and so you're going to learn so much, but it's very important to to stay in your field and be the best in your field.
I love it. I love it because when you master something, it's not like you're just out there walking around aimlessly. And I got to tell you, a lot of people, one day they're doing this, one day they're doing that, the next day they're doing this, the next day they're doing that. And I used to listen to some of the great minds, and they talk about that concept. And many of us do that
Hmm.
because we're trying to find our purpose
Yeah,
and our place
yeah,
in life. But when we find our purpose, watch
yeah.
out, because
Right.
that's when we really, really start to make a difference. So
Hmm.
if you're looking for your purpose, if you're looking for your passion, I challenge you, sit down and write down what resonates with you. This is why I always say, get a pen and a pad. Don't be sad. Don't get mad. Just write it down, because note takers are money makers. And see, when you write down, when you journal, guess what? You're writing down a note so that it can
Hmm.
open up the window, if you will, to abundance. Because a lot of times we have these thoughts trapped in our mind, but we're not exploring them, because this world is like a right now world. And so we're always in flow, but sometimes we're not in the right flow. And we've got to kind of trickle back and find out what resonates with us, find our purpose, and find our mastery. Mastery is super important because it helps you to specialize. Even Napoleon Hill, he talked about specializing in something.
Hmm.
We have to specialize. Oprah Winfrey talks about that. Um, just so many people I can't even name. Talk I can name, but I won't go
Hmm.
through the whole list. But they talk about mastery. So with that being said, I challenge you every day to read a book or listen to a video or something, or even take a training course that's going to help you
Hmm.
master what you need to do and what we're trying to bring to the world. Because after all, this is what we're talking about. What are you bringing to the world? Are you bringing just money? Are you bringing just mastery? Or are you bringing mentorship? Or are you bringing all three? So with that being said, we're going to go right into mentorship. Many people say, well, I never had nobody, Brenda, to
Hmm.
mentor me.
Okay.
So why do you think it's hard for people to get mentors? Why do you think that is?
Why is it hard? Because they don't have anyone, depending on where they live
Hmm.
and how they're living, depends on what style and mentor they're going to be surrounded by.
Hmm.
And some of them don't get mentored because they don't have role models to look after. They don't have anyone
Mm.
around them. It just depends on where they live, where they grew up, what side of town they live on. But it is extremely important to have mentors, because they're the ones who are going to push you, and they're going to see your skills and what you bring to the table, and
Hmm.
can provide you with all these skills and training and good
Hmm.
thoughts and all
Hmm.
this knowledge to
Hmm.
push you forward to get to where you want to go.
Yeah. And Brenda, you said something earlier, something that I say, you got to have tenacity and you can't give yourself excuses, because a lot of people might say, well, I don't have anybody
Mhm.
that can mentor me. I don't have anybody. But what we found out in the past 4 to 5 months is that you can have and find a role model or a mentor, and now you can do it virtually. I mean, you always could have done it virtually, but now the pandemic has let us know there are so many things we can do virtually that we weren't doing before, and finding a mentor is it. And I know personally, I met someone online and they became a personal mentor for me. And he last week we sat, we talked, we had long discussions. We talked this week, we had long discussions or a short discussion, and I was able to look at him from some other things that he's done. And I was like, wow, I would really like this guy to mentor me. Matter of fact, I just claimed him. You are my mentor before I sat and I talked to him, right? And when I talked to him, I knew that I was right. So what about you? How have you found mentors since the pandemic? Have you found someone virtually?
I have a lot of mentors, actually.
Awesome.
I have Elvira Guzman, who's a writer. She helps me spiritually and getting into me to find out who I am, and why do I think the way I think, right? I have Janelle Harris, who is the one pushing you to be better, but she's like the teacher that is going to train you on swimming lessons, right? But this is a different type of teacher, because when you show up, you're gonna show up and you're expecting to take, okay, the first class I'm gonna teach you how to put your arms out, or and the second class I'm gonna teach you how to look forward, but this is a different type of mentor. She's the one and the type of teacher that would say, all right, thank you for coming to your first day of swimming lessons.
Sink or swim.
Well, go ahead and jump in.
Yes.
That's how you learn. That's
exactly.
And then I have my husband also, who I think of as a mentor.
That's my friend. My friend, you know what I'm talking about.
yes. That's your friend.
Tell them about that.
Because Lotus, when she was first training me, I was signing into Zoom, and his name will pop up, Mike Robles. So she thought that my name was Mike Robles. You know what I mean? And I'm like, she's like, hi, Mike. And I'm like, no, it's me, Brenda.
So, of course, y'all, you know how we do it. We got to give Mike Robles a shout out on the show tonight, because he is, like she said, he's not only her spouse, but he's also a mentor. Miss Guzman, Janelle Harris, and so many more are mentors. So, hey, Mike.
Also, my mentor is Psalmist Jones. She also fills me up and pours me all this goodness in me, all this gospel in me, and she helps me spiritually.
Awesome. And that's a great thing too, because I believe that you have to have someone that's standing in the gap for you, that's praying for you, that's praying for you and over you, and praying even around in your environment, that's helping you to not only succeed, but helping you lead from a spiritual premise, because that's really important. So we want to give a special shout out to Miss Guzman, Miss Harris, Miss Jones, and of course, Mr. Mike Robles, because those are just some of the mentors in Brenda's life. So thank you so much. And I challenge you folks, if you have a mentor, put a number 3 in the comment block below. And if you really think it's super important to have a mentor, put a number 4 in the comment below, because I always say that great mentors need great mentors. It's unequivocal. Okay, you've got to have somebody that's holding you to task. And so with that being said, let me ask you this. Why is it important, especially for women, to have great mentors?
Because you have to have a great mentor to succeed, because you have to see beyond yourself. You have to see that you can do so much more than what you're already doing.
Yes.
And that if you want to go far, if
Yes.
you want to go and do things you never have experienced before, you need that, especially women, because sometimes women are constantly at each other,
Yes.
thinking that they're going to compete, but in reality, the only people that compete are they're just hurting each other. You know what I mean? Because no one wins when someone competes.
Exactly.
No one
Right.
wins
It's the
because
competitive mind.
yeah,
It's a competitive mind.
and you're coming at here positively, and then when you go and compete with other people, you're bringing your energy down. So
Yes.
so when you have a low energy, you can possibly get sick.
Yes, that's true. Because we attract that what we continually perpetuate, that negativity, we attract more negativity, which affects us on a cellular level,
Mhm.
and that begs the question to this right here: why is it important to collaborate with positive people? But before we talk about that, we're
Mhm.
going to go ahead and look at the folks. They're dropping in their fours, they're dropping in their threes, in relationship to the questions we've asked. Hey there, Nero, all the way from the Philippines. It's great to see you. Great mentors need great mentors. Yes, wonderful woman tonight. Crystal, hey, good to see you, Crystal. Happy that you're here. Let us know where you're coming in from, Crystal. Super happy to have you. And mastery, oh, wow, I like this. Mastery is super important. Thanks for this, Lotus. Great words. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Uh, it it's important that people can see what they can do. Yeah, that's correct. And I think I brought that up there before. But thank you so
Mhm.
much for that. Thank you so much for all the fours and threes. Amazing show. We appreciate you for saying that. So we are going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back, and we're going to talk about why it's important to collaborate with positive people. Okay, we'll be right back.
Mhm.
Hi there. I am so excited to give this testimonial for Lotus Roche. She is the most incredible coach, podcaster, entrepreneur, and friend. I'm telling you, working with Lotus has been absolutely incredible. She not only gets entrepreneurs out there and gets exposure for their brand and their product and everything that they're trying to do to help humanity and help people out there, but she also coaches people on how to broadcast properly, how to send their message to everyone, and how to really speak to the people. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with Lotus. It's been an absolute pleasure to call her a friend and to be able to call on her at any time whenever I need help with my business. It's also been a pleasure to be on 2 shows with Lotus, the Wellness Architect Show and Lotus Roche Ignites. It has upbranded me in ways that I can't even tell you. And oh my goodness, before I forget, it has also been a pleasure to be a co-author with Lotus Roche. We are co-authors together in the Magnetic Entrepreneur book series. So I'm telling you, friends, if you need anything with your business, if you need any coaching, if you need to be upbranded, if you need exposure in any way, Lotus Roche is your gal. Take care.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you so much. Special thanks to everyone that's streaming in. Laura Frey said, powerful ladies here. Thank you for this show. It is informative. So thank you. Thank you. Please don't forget to like, share, and start a watch party. Like, share, and start a watch party, and run and tell somebody about the Lotus Roche Ignite show with my phenomenal guest, Brenda Flores Robles. So we are going to talk about one of the final topics of tonight. And that is, why is it important to collaborate with positive people? Brenda?
Because I only want happy people around me. I
You
cannot
ain't
deal
lying.
with negative people, and I don't know, just keep them away because they just bring my energy down. I'm over here. I come in, you're happy, and then somebody comes in, they have a sad face, or they just have talking bad about someone or their day, and you're like, really? I don't want to hear that. I was happy, but now I'm sad and depressed, and because you brought your negativity over here. So please, guys, don't pour your sadness to other people. Don't pour your negativity to other people. Deal with it. Pretend you're talking to a friend on the phone. Record yourself if you have to get it out. But I just want to be surrounded by happy people, because the more happiness you're surrounded by, the more happier everything is. Everything's blessed. Everything's positive, and your workspace is very happy.
That's right. And this is the thing. No matter what it is, because people will sometimes get on your nerves. But don't make excuses not to try to rise above the moment. Rise above the moment. Don't make any excuses, because you know what? The more excuses you make, the more reasons you give yourself to fail. Don't be afraid to collaborate with people. Now, do your homework. I will say that. Because you need to do your due diligence when you collaborate with people. So let's talk about collaboration with people, not making excuses, and why, when you collaborate with people, should you know about them, some things about how they deal with business and so forth.
I think collaboration is very important, and knowing how they collaborate.
Yes.
Because some come with experience collaborating and some do not. So if a person comes in, let's just say they lack a lot of experience, they're new to the collaboration world, and then they're thrown an inexperienced one comes in and is throwing all this negativity and all these things that don't match the group. It's going to be a disaster. It's going to be, you're not going to get anything done. So before you even jump into collaboration, you got to get to know them. Okay, well, what do you like? What is your mission?
Yes.
The mission is very important, because
yes,
when, let's just say you go into a job, that's why when they interview, they ask you, do you know the mission of where you want to work? Right? They ask you that question because they're working towards a goal. And if your goal doesn't align with their mission, then it's not going to work. You know what I mean? So it is very important to collaborate with people who see us who have a similar vision as yours to get that project running. So that's what I think about collaboration.
Awesome. And it's super important. So now that you've said that, I want to invite you all to make sure you collaborate with someone who is strong and who can help you, and someone that you can help. Because oftentimes we've said this here, as we've talked about money mastery and mentorship. Great mentors need great mentors. And you want to work with someone who knows more than you. Yeah. And the reason I say that is because if you're the smartest person in the room, you're really doing yourself a disservice, especially if you can't mentor someone. So I encourage everyone to be trainable. Welcome mentors. And if someone gives you a suggestion about your business or something like that, be encouraged to accept it with an open heart, because that's super important. And so now that we've shared that, I want to invite each and every one of you to collaborate with Brenda. But we've got some responses here. So Nero said, there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy and positive. Yes, there are. And Angie said, collaborate with people with similar goals. I like that, because when we collaborate with people and their goals aren't similar, they're going this way and we're going that way, and we don't come together, and typically it ends up being a terrible situation. And then Henry said, surround yourself with happy people. Correct. I love your words, Brenda. And then Ann said, I love Brenda's dispositions. It's awesome. She's like the heart in her background. She is definitely sharing her love. Well, I got to tell you, she's not like the hearts, not just like the hearts in her background. She's also like the hearts in my ears. Can you see those, folks? Can you see those? Brenda made me these. Brenda made me these. I did a workshop, and Brenda came to the workshop and she said, Lotus, I want to send you something. And I had no idea. She didn't tell me. And she sent me these lovely earrings. And let me tell you, she made them all by herself. These, I'm taking them out the bag, honey. I'm taking them out the bag. I'm taking them out the bag. She made these earrings for me with her wonderful hands. Here, let me show you. She made these. Okay, yep, they come in pairs. But if you want one, honey, we won't knock you. If you want one, Brenda, can you make them one? If they want one, can they just
yes, I can make them one.
Okay, you know, because
I already have them ready. I have them ready. Right.
That's what
when I make stuff. When I make stuff, I said ready to ship.
And this right here, these are another pair of earrings that she made me. Let me make sure y'all can see that. Okay, so get your earrings, and also don't you know she makes hair bows? That's right. Get your hair bows, and
look at this one
and that one, right? And so since we're talking, oh, that's so cute! I love it. It's so
put the little teddy bear in there.
Oh, I love that one. I want that one. So make sure you all go here as well. Go to her site. Okay, make sure you check her out. Okay, I'm gonna make sure you go there, and I think I shared that earlier. She's got prices here and everything. They are so affordable. Cute. Trinity and Tulip, honey, you will not be disappointed. They are so cute. See the earrings right there, and see, you could read her new book. You could read her new book, The Lesson in Me, while you wearing her earrings. I tell you, you will love it. So make sure you hit her up, and that's Trinity right there. Okay. Make sure you hit her up. You won't be disappointed. Okay. And any type of hair bow you want, as you can see, she can make all kinds. And like she said, they're very, very affordable. So don't forget to get with her, and she'll get with you and help you have the hairdo that you want to have at where, Brenda?
Trinity and Tulip.
Trinity and Tulips. And folks, you can get at her on Instagram at I am Brenda. Make sure you write this down. Okay. Get at her there. And also go here, trinityandtulip.bigcartel.com. Again, that's trinityandtulip.bigcartel.com. Make sure you go there, and don't forget to check out her new book, The Lesson in Me. You will not be disappointed. So Brenda, we are at the top of the hour, and I had a great time.
Me too.
Yeah, I had a great time, and I'm happy that you did.
Happy that I'm here with you, and I love your energy, and I like looking at your videos. And what are you drinking?
Oh, this right here. This is Azumio water. This is Azumio water. I'm an affiliate with Naturally Plus, and I drink this water because it has hydrogenized. It's hydrogenized water. It has hydrogen in it. It permeates your cellular membrane.
I want to try.
You want to try some?
Yeah, I want to try.
Awesome. So I tell you what, folks that want to try the Azumio water, I tell you, it's no joke. I welcome each and every one of you to contact my wonderful associates. They will help you help yourself with some Azumio water. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put up here how you can contact us, reach out to us. We'll give you a email address or what have you, and you can join up. Here's a 1-800 number. You can use that. Oh, and by the way, don't let me forget to say this. I don't know if you know this yet, Brenda, but we are doing a 30-day stress exploration. the Los Millones team, we are doing a 30-day stress exploration, and you can go on YouTube, go to news you can use. God bless you if you just sneeze. Go to news you can use and check in with the 30-day stress exploration. We're going to send you a pre and post stress test. You can monitor that yourself. It's going to be a daily stress tracker. It starts September 1st. And of course, we're going to tell you the Naturally Plus products, information, and benefits. We're going to give you a product order sheet, and we are going to help you attain the 5 riches of life. But first, you got to do that 30-day stress exploration, find out about yourself so you can get in where you fit in, because it's always time to win. And since I said it's always time to win, y'all know what I'm about to tell you to do. Go ahead and call in. Okay, call in or hit her up on her Gmail, and she'll be happy to help you, and you'll be happy you did. So Brenda, no worries. Soon as we get off the thing here, I'm going to give you all the information you need to help you get in where you fit in. We got some comments here. So Laura Faye said, yay, Brenda wants to try a Zoomio. Hi, Lotus. Hey there, Sarah Beth, good to see you. Philippines in the house, good to see you. So thanks everybody for joining us tonight. I've had a remarkable time with my wonderful guest, Miss Brenda Flores Robles. Make sure you check her out. Go to her site. You will not be disappointed if you go to her site and let her know that you found her here. Who knows? She may send you a free set of earrings. I tell you what, if you go to her site and you order from her, I personally will pay for a set of earrings or a hair bow for you myself. Go to her site. You won't be disappointed. Okay. Right there. There's a site and there's her email. You won't be disappointed. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So Brenda, can you please have the final words of this segment when we come back? Because that's right, folks. We are going to take a break. Because you know what, Brenda?
Yes,
you asked me what was in my cup, and what's in my cup is a Zoomio. Hello. And so we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come right back and give you our last comments of the night. Be right back. Welcome to the Lotus Rocher Ignite Show. We are here to inspire and empower you and ignite the fire of success within you so that you can ignite and take flight in every area of your life. We are here tonight with another great show with another powerful influencer that is intended to be here just for you.
Hello?
I was muted, y'all. I was muted. I got excited. Forgive me. We always have fun here, y'all. So, Brenda, tonight we had a great time, and we talked about it all. We talked about what we're bringing to our community. We talked about the money. We talked about the mastery, and we talked about the mentorship. So, could you please share with our guests some words of wisdom as we say goodnight?
Yes, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to try, just jump in and don't worry about how. Just jump in and learn as much as you go, and just keep on trying and try again until you find something that you like and you enjoy.
I love it. Well said. So with that being said, don't forget to watch our upcoming shows. Brenda, when's your next show?
It's this Friday.
This Friday, what time?
I have two. Two. One at 6 and one at 7. One of them's with Beatrice, and then the other one's with Sean. And with the one with Sean, we're gonna be painting. So we'll be interviewing and painting together.
Sean, is that Sean Saxon?
Yes.
Sean Lovely Saxon. Shout out to Sean Lovely Saxon. So make sure you catch Brenda's show on Friday. She's got 2 shows. What time does the show start?
6 and 7.
6 and 7. So 6 and 7 to be in heaven with Brenda Flores Robles. Don't forget, support her in every way. So thank you, Brenda, for being a part of our show. I appreciate it. And folks, don't forget to join us on News You Can Use on Friday coming up. Don't forget to join us on News You Can Use coming up on Friday. And with that being said, we thank you, we appreciate you, and we send you love. See ya.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us here on the Lotus Roche Ignite Show, where we help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life. If you need training, come to us. Get with us. There's our contact point. Don't hesitate and don't debate. Go ahead and get your brand